Warning, the stories you're about to hear are detailed accounts of shenanigans, pranks, and some mistakes that are meant to replicate the sort of discussions that veterans have when they reunite over a cold beverage and do not depict the professional daily actions of the military at large. We hope to make you laugh, but not to disrespect our proud men and women in uniform. Listener discretion is advised. Welcome to Cammo Comedy, where we take a humorous look at the lighter side of military service. We got a big show for you today, but before we jump into it, if you like what we're doing here, give us a subscribe, give us a follow, whatever they call it on your podcasting platform. And while you're at it, give us a 5-star rating, write us a review, as that makes us more relevant in the algorithm and boosts the overall visibility of the show. But word-of-mouth advertising is just so powerful, so if you tell some friends, I will love you forever. Okay, let's jump into the show. I am your host, Aaron Wolf. Just as a friendly reminder to the audience, we put out a new show every single Monday, so make sure you give the notification bell a nice tap. Give it a nice tap so you don't miss a show. Also, we are doing laughter therapy on the show. We got a lot of military members who struggle with everyday life after service, and we're just here to share a laugh and remember the good times. Joining us today is the man who taught me that breast enlargement surgery is not accomplished with a bicycle pump. Call sign Blindside. Blindside, thanks for being on the show today, man.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm really glad to be back.
Is that why you brought the pump with you?
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of hoping to get a little bit more fullness. You know what I mean?
That's actually penis pump.
Instructions were unclear.
I heard those get stuck sometimes.
I mean, you can't blame me for being confused. You know what I mean?
Where do you stick the
nipples?
Oh, okay.
I know what you're going to ask.
All right.
It goes in the urethra.
I've tried that once.
Also joining us today is the man who's just standing there drooling into his underpants. Call sign Footloose. Footloose, thanks for being on the show today, man.
Oh.
Do you need a napkin?
It's a good thing I wore my white sweatpants today.
That's gonorrhea.
You know, drool, gonorrhea. Sounds like you're pretty close-minded.
Oh, gross.
It all tastes the same on a sandwich.
Yikes.
Get out.
Also joining us today is the fudgy human polyp, call sign Cheeks. Cheeks, thanks for being on the show today, man.
The visual of that is just so stimulating.
I'm glad that you liked it.
Speaking of fudge, are you
You got
guys
something to pack?
are you guys fans of regular chocolate fudge or peanut butter fudge? Because I'm a peanut butter fudge kind of guy.
You mean like chocolate starfish?
Nope. Not that.
Yeah, peanut butter fudge for sure.
Peanut butter fudge.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried alpaca fudge?
What the fuck is alpaca fudge?
I'll show you.
Oh, I like
You can spread some cheeks later and not hate. Show me what alpaca fudge is.
Hell yeah, man. Are you guys ready for my first story?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So we got ourselves a Navy story, and this is going back to the 1990s.
Nice.
We've got two main characters here. We've got Theo and we've got Lucas, right? Now, Theo is what they call a bearing taker. Now, what a bearing taker is if you guys ever seen on a construction site, you see those surveyors that are just kind of like taking distances, elevations, things like this.
I see the guys with little cameras and I'm always curious what they were doing.
Oh, like a transit and stuff where they...
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So essentially a bearing taker is just somebody they shoot lines of position to fix objects on land, right? So they kind of triangulate where they are to get more of a exact orientation where the ship is.
Okay, so not like a ball bearing taker.
No, that is a completely different thing.
I feel like that's a different job in the Navy.
Thinking about shore leave.
Yes.
All
like
right.
with anal ball bearings.
well, hey, they're all catchers. Not all of them are pitchers.
So you have this ball bearing taker. Go on.
So Lucas is what they call deck department, right? So what that is these people are responsible for anything that's on like the exterior of the ship. So they're going to be in charge of like anchoring, like cargo netting on the side of the ship, and they're even people that launch like the rescue boats, right? So these Navy guys are out on a ship and they're doing like a joint exercise with naval forces and Marine forces, right? And it's about high noon. Right? And they're just kind of going along doing their training mission, right? They're going about 20 knots on this ship. Well, we've got Theo that has like a young sailor that's in training and he's teaching him like some of the ropes on how to be a bearing taker, right? So
A ball bearing taker.
Right. Now,
Very fixated on this.
very fixated.
I know
on
what I am.
Ball bearings. So he's, just kind of taking the young sailor through all the motions and everything like this. Now, they're up on what is called
Please say the poop deck.
They are up on what is called the port bridge wing, right? So the bridge wing is like this walkway-like extension that connects both sides of the ship, and it's designed to basically give the crew like a full view of the entire sides of the ship, right? So you can kind of see all of the things that are around you, right? So they're up there getting their bearings and everything, and they look down on what's called the forecastle. Forecastle is just like a part of the deck that's toward the front of the ship. And they see Lucas that's trying to struggle to like pull up a net. He's pulling up like a cargo net, right? Theo is got really good situation awareness, so he's kind of keeping his eye on Lucas. And then he sees Lucas throw his leg over the railing of the ship.
Oh, no.
Now, for those of you in the audience who might not know, this is the wrong thing to be doing on a ship.
I think everybody knows you should not do that on a ship, especially on the poop deck. Now, okay, question. Why would the poop deck, so a poop deck I would assume is where they poop. Why would they put that on an elevated position where things can like roll downhill? Is that where the phrase came from?
No, the poop deck is where birds are pooping on the ship, and that's why you
outta
have to
here.
clean it.
Oh.
Actually, it used to be back in the days before the trains, they had a part of the ship where you'd hang your butt over and you'd let literally the poop would go off the deck into the water.
Is that really what it is?
Yeah, so but yeah, just it sounded funny.
No kidding.
Poop deck.
So he was trying to use the poop deck. That's why he swung his leg over.
No. Lucas was actually struggling to try to get this cargo net back up, right? So
And he thought being less sure-footed would help.
well,
He wanted to use a third leg.
Theo having really great situation awareness here. He just kind of puts his hand on the shoulders of his young sailor, and he's just like, okay,
Go on.
You see this guy over here? Yeah, exactly. Theo just says, all right, this guy right here, he's fucking up. He's getting ready to go overboard. And when he does, I need you to run inside and yell, man overboard, port side. And no sooner does Theo say this, whoop, Lucas goes overboard. No.
Imagine that.
Like immediately. So the young guy in training, he runs in, he sounds the alarm. We got man overboard, port side, man overboard, port side, right? They go like full stop in the ship. And we're happy to report that this was happening at high noon because visibility is a lot better at high noon.
Yeah,
right?
it's way worse at low noon.
Well, no, I'm just saying like at night. I'm saying at night. Val Kilmer just passed away. Come on, man. Like, I got to use some Western terminology here. Give me a break. So what we're saying is if this had happened at night, visibility is a lot lower. It's harder to spot somebody in the fucking water. But if it's at high noon, then boom.
Stop saying high noon.
Then draw a partner.
Why do you always have a problem with the way I talk?
Because it's fucking weird, guy.
We're happy to report that because Theo was like Johnny on the spot pointing out somebody that was doing something wrong, they were able to just lower the stern gate, kind of throw out a rope, and then reel Lucas back in, right? Now, when something like this happens during a training exercise, the officers in charge of the ship are not going to be fucking happy. So say it as it's so, right? So the XO wanted to see everybody involved. He wanted to see Theo and Lucas in his office immediately, right? So I just imagine like Lucas is still dripping wet, like standing in there at like a position of attention or
Getting
something like
shit
that.
all wet.
Well, they were telling us that the XO was just like digging in hard to Lucas. What the fuck do you think you're doing going outside of regulations? You never fucking put your leg over the railing of a ship. Are you fucking insane? And why didn't you fucking stop him? He points at Theo and says, why didn't you fucking stop him? He's like, sir, I wasn't anywhere fucking close to him. I was up on the port bridge wing. He was down on the forecastle, which is like pretty far apart. Oh, by the way, also, he had a supervisor that was standing right there and never fucking corrected him. Like, I saw that this guy was getting ready to get fucked up, and I did everything correctly. So
The supervisor, I assume, was not in the office getting yelled at.
Correct.
He was not.
Typical military.
Of course not.
You can do, this is just the moral of the story. You can do everything right, but when an officer is pissed, sometimes you're just going to have to eat a dick. Hey, bring me the idiot and then someone else.
Do you want a supervisor?
No, anyone else. I just need to yell at somebody.
The guy who rescued him.
Everybody involved. The guy that was watching an unsafe thing happen and then like preemptively kind of said, okay, we're going to prime this to make sure if it goes awry, we're right after it.
See, if he would have never said anything and just let this guy fucking disappear into the ocean. No, I never saw him fall. So what happened?
Whoop, there goes Lucas.
At least he wouldn't have got yelled at.
That's fucking hilarious.
Well, yeah, it's fucked up. It's
so
fucked up.
classic
that you can
military.
do all of the things right. You're up there, you're training your younger guy, and you're saying, oh, I see a guy, see this is a safety violation. We got to be watching this guy. Whoop, there he goes.
Look at this idiot right here.
But if you think about it, all the regulations and instructions we have in all the branches of services, because somebody did something stupid to make somebody have to write that.
Fact.
Yep.
And there's been over 100 years of that stuff, so yeah. That was a fun story. Thanks for sharing.
You're the one who shared it.
I think he meant the person who wrote the story in.
Don't thank yourself,
writing.
Aaron. That's tacky.
Bitch titties.
That was great delivery. I loved it. Probably the best story ever told.
All right, give me the bicycle pump. Enough of you fuckers.
He's going to pump you up.
He's going to pump you up.
All right, so I got our next story. This story is about a supervisor who was kind of a fun guy, you know. He liked to really have fun with his troops and stuff, didn't want to take things too seriously. With everyone that he always worked with, they were always kind of the more asshole guys who would just scream at people, and they thought that's how they get them to learn. So when they're out on training missions...
That checks out.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you can imagine in the military, people like to yell at each other.
Who doesn't learn while they're being shrieked at?
So this guy liked to be different. He was an E6 at the time, this tech sergeant, and so his job, he felt like, was to kind of counteract that balance there of like the whole group of instructors who were kind of assholes, always yelling at people. He's the one who's going to surprise people and not take virtually anything serious. So
That's a good balance.
You know, so
Extremes.
yeah.
So he's the guy
What about
trying to fuck your mom,
moderation?
right?
Yeah.
Hey, now I'm your friend, right?
Yeah.
Let me see a picture of your mom again.
Put in the good word for me. I know she puts out.
You're here, right?
So he'd go up to these troops who have just been all day been screamed and yelled at, beaten down, and every time they do something wrong, somebody just pops up out of the bush and starts screaming at him, telling them what they're doing wrong here. So he would kind of do the same thing, but have a very different approach to once he goes up to these guys. So instead of yelling at him, he'd go up and ask him the same questions like, oh, do you like where you're standing there? Do you think that's a good tactical spot? But instead of screaming at him and making him feel like shit about it, he'd go up and just go, you know what? You smell different when you're awake. And they were like, flinching, ready to yell. I'm like, wait, what the fuck did you just say?
That's a hell of a mind fuck.
And then he would just walk away.
Oh my God.
So, am I supposed to do something different? Or what the fuck was that?
See,
That was the topic of our next sexual assault meeting.
that definitely needs to be on a t-shirt.
Yes.
But also, though, think about this, it's fucking hilarious. And like, if you're sitting there, like if an instructor ever said that to you, this is like, do you know the difference between a ham sandwich and a blowjob kind of a level? If you remember that whole thing.
Yes.
And the instructor says, here, let me show you.
Yeah.
That?
Want to get lunch?
No, I mean, that never happened.
Oh, yeah.
They just be different, you know? Don't be
That would kind of
Smell
creep me
different
out.
awake.
That is a little creepy, but I got to say, like, it's there to kid somebody enough to be like, what the fuck did this guy just say?
And they're not too stressed. He brought their stress level down, got them thinking about something else. Was he actually in my room, or is he just fucking with me?
Oh, that's right. It's Air Force. It's not even like open barracks.
Better keep that door locked.
He had to
Tonight.
pick a lock
How
to
did
get
he
in
get
there.
my hotel room key?
Fuck yeah.
Wait, so the butler let him in?
I fucking hate the Air Force. Oh, man.
Yeah,
You've never
Cheeks-
been in the dining facility when the chocolate fountain doesn't work, have you?
No.
It shows.
Hey, you tall bitch. It's your turn.
Oh, okay. Put gas in it.
Ain't got no gas.
Ain't got no gas.
Okay, guys. Everybody knows that one guy that is always naked at inappropriate times, right?
Nope.
You mean at the appropriate times?
Well,
That's
times
Aaron.
when you
You're
would-
the one who's naked at the inappropriate times.
Well,
More like this is naked right now, and it's fine. We're all dudes here.
It's hot in here.
No girls present. It's good. Shower room. Okay, we all know that guy. Well, here's the story about a guy. One day we have a big inspection. The inspection teams come through, and it's all these people that think they're more important than they are, but they're going to tell you everything you're doing right,
Nice.
and worse yet, everything that you're doing wrong.
Right.
So what do you do with all the idiots? You try to keep them busy. You don't want them doing stupid stuff. So one of the things is, hey, let's have all these guys that work on the guns, just have them over this room cleaning weapons.
Okay. That's a good task.
They can't fuck that up.
Yeah, I mean, what's the worst? They're not. There's no ammo. They're not going to shoot anybody, so they're just cleaning weapons. Well, this one guy, he loves to make people laugh. So just to be funny, we have these real long, like black cleaning aprons, so you can get the cleaning fluids and stuff on your uniforms. We always take our blouses off and just have a T-shirt. He goes and takes all of his clothes off and has his boots on, a T-shirt, and a black apron. When he turns like away from the cleaning,
stop. He took his don't just fucking breeze over that blind side. So he took all of his clothes off and then put his boots back on with the apron.
Correct. So he has a T-shirt, boots, and a long black apron.
He's got to be safe. Do you know what's on the floor?
Oh my
But it's not a high quality apron. It has like a shoestring going around the neck, a big like piece of like long black plastic, and it ties around the back. Well, when he's standing there with his back against the table and you're looking out the doorway, you just see a guy in a T-shirt with an apron and boot. You're not thinking anything.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
I love where this is going.
Now, it'd be different if the guy was well endowed. I mean, I'd probably do it, if I was endowed.
Trying to start a buzz.
Yeah.
It's like acorn in a bird nest. But anyway.
Hell yeah.
But he's there cleaning weapons and stuff, and he just has to make us laugh, and we're just used to it, so we're used to this guy being naked all the time.
Okay.
Well, we're cleaning away. When comes our E9, we call them chiefs in the Air Force. I don't know what other people call them, but we call them chiefs.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what everybody calls them in the Air Force because that's their rank.
Right. Well, he.
Yeah, but not in the Army, you idiot.
Yeah, I don't know how to speak Army. But anyway, so he's basically standing facing the door so you don't see that he has no clothes on.
So he's doing this for himself at this point.
Right, but we're cleaning like 240s
And the pros.
and stuff. Yeah, there's like 5 of us, and they're just cleaning weapons, just trying to stay busy, staying out of the inspector's hair.
Right.
And our chief walks up and starts talking, and the guy that's doing the weapons cleaning, that's also naked under his apron, is standing there facing.
Great visual.
They're talking to our chief, just casually talking about nomenclature. Oh, we're getting these clean, blah, 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 getting them ready for the inspection, blah, blah, blah. And then turns around, and all you see is his ass cheeks below the T-shirt.
My God.
Now, our chief...
In front of his chief.
And you know how he's going to take it. And he's a big man. He could be very angry, we thought. Instead, he just dies laughing.
Yes, that's the response that everybody wants.
Because this is a big inspection, He goes, oh my God. You do this again. And he runs off.
Do this again?
Slaps him. Good game.
So we're thinking like, oh shit, this is going to get bad. So all of a sudden he brings this, I think he's like a lieutenant colonel, one of the inspector spies. Hey, I want you to meet the guys in here. These are
No.
This is our CADM shop. That's the guys that basically do all the weapons training and stuff. Well, I want you to meet the guys, blah, blah, blah. And the naked guy, who you don't know is naked, just starts talking, comes to start blah, 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 talking about
Going
stuff.
through nomenclature all professionally.
And all of a sudden he just turns around and starts cleaning again like it's no big deal. Bare ass right there.
Oh my God. In front of the inspector?
The inspector, he just started dying laughing too because our chief can't contain himself. But what do? You're writing these, how do you put that in a report? Most outstanding unit except for the naked sergeant.
Show me the instruction that says I have to have my pants on.
Did not wear proper PPE.
Yeah, but that was actually
No,
one
he had
thing.
an apron on.
That is one thing that he did bring up. He did not want to get these solvents on his uniform and bring home to his family.
Oh my God.
He was shown his PPE, all right.
Dude, that's hilarious.
That's awesome, man.
Gosh.
And you guys ever seen a Borat mankini?
Oh, yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Picture a guy about maybe 5'6", 5'7", medium to chubby build, former Marine, covered in tattoos, wearing a Borat mankini, flip-flops, and smoking a cigarette, coming up and greeting everybody like it's... Like he's dressed normal.
Hello, very nice.
Was he doing the voice?
No, just normal talk.
He's just being him.
Yeah, because then it would be a gag. Like, this is just who he is.
This guy missed his calling as like a door greeter at a casino or something like that. And he should wear that outfit.
And you guys have probably heard some of his stories before. He's the one that would also love to on field exercises, shit in ammo cans and put free ammo.
Yes. Fuck yeah, free ammo.
Hell yeah.
That's amazing. Hanging the
awesome.
bandoliers in the trees.
I mean, I can't get over. As the inspector, what do you write down in your form? Like, well, one deficiency, bare ass cleaning weapons.
Really funny unit, so they get points for trying.
Pinch hazard.
Did he have like
You
a
don't wanna get
hairnet
that-
on his ass?
Or on his pubes.
Well, that's what the apron's for.
Why'd you say
That'll contain it.
pubes so
Pubes.
He was licking his lips at the
Fuck
same
you,
time.
cheeps.
cheap? I hate everybody here.
Fuck you, sheeps.
I'm gonna disrespect you by calling you sheeps. Like when I called Sparrow bird bath.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that the bird bath? I learned that from Bridesmaids. When you stretch out your sack and put a little water in it, and then the girl like laps up the water from your sack like a little baby bird. You've never heard this before?
No.
Oh, you should try it, dude. It's great.
The bird bath?
Yeah. So
That's how
imagine,
we're gonna be doing shots at the
You got extra
bar.
skin on your sacks. You can kind of stretch it out. If you kind of like cup it up, you can pour some water into it, and it looks like a little bird
That's
bath.
how we're doing shots?
Yes. Remember Little John? Shot.
Oh, God.
Obviously, you're not nearing 60 because at my age, it's called the kiddie pool. Without the diving board.
Oh, shit.
It's the low dive.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit. All right. Well, I got the next one, boys.
All right, man. What you got?
So we have a recurring character. It's Mikey the Kid.
What's up, Mikey?
All right. So Mikey the Kid, he was 18 years old at this time, fresh out of high school, fresh out of boot camp, straight to deployment, okay?
All right.
So he's down in pre-deployment training, and he's new to this unit, and nobody knows him, obviously, because he hasn't been in the unit, so he's trying to prove himself, right?
Okay.
And he's willing to do anything to prove himself.
Okay.
Okay.
I like where this is going.
Anything?
Was he making a bird bath out of his nutsack?
Not quite. So at this particular training day, these guys are out doing shoot houses. So the way the shoot houses are all set up is you got like these concrete buildings and there's catwalks above them. There's no roof, and your instructors that are overseeing everything and grading you are watching from over top. And these guys are doing like live shoot houses. Okay. So they go in and they have backstops and stuff. So they go in, they clear these houses, shooting live rounds. Everything is like high stress, high energy, trying to build that motivation and build that confidence before you go to war. Right.
Yeah.
Well, these guys are 11 Bravo. These are infantrymen in the Army. And Mikey says that his job in his squad is to be the door kicker.
Okay.
They're like, you're young, you're athletic, you're going to be our door kicker. This is what we need you to do, okay? So they go through everybody's jobs, and everybody has to know everyone's jobs, obviously, in case something happens. Like, everybody has to be able to do everyone's job.
Right.
So Mikey says that he's stacked up and he's ready to go and make entry into this shoot house. And he's fucking pumped, dude. He's looking at his squad leader, and he said his squad leader is everything that you think a badass infantryman should be. He's got like the Punisher skull tattoos. Dude's tatted up from his ankles up to his wrist to his
I
neck.
tried
Like,
to say from his anus up.
yeah, well, maybe.
Very specific.
But this dude is like covered in tattoos. He's a badass. You know, he's got all the fucking cool tat gear. He's been deployed a whole bunch of times. Mikey really looks up to this dude. He's like, man, I need to win this dude's approval.
Okay.
So they're all stacked up. Mikey makes eye contact with the squad leader. The squad leader gives him the nod. And Mikey said, man, I felt like a Ranger, SEAL, Operator, Delta Force man when I ran to go kick that door. He scooted back, gets a running start, and instead of just doing like the normal Spartan kick, like a normal fucking person would,
Okay.
Mikey, with all of his confidence and his energy and his adrenaline, kangaroo jumps forward.
Like on his tail?
He kangaroo
Like
jumps
a fucking drop kick?
with both feet, okay?
Yes.
It doesn't even turn sideways, but like both feet parallel to the ground.
Yes.
Okay, so he's like 3.5 feet off of the ground, just getting ready to bulldoze through this door. He's like, I'm gonna kick this motherfucker off its hinges. Okay, he makes contact with the door. It doesn't move.
How was he supposed to land after this? What was his plan?
Doesn't matter.
It didn't matter because the door was gonna come off of its hinges. So Mikey the Kid said when he hits this door, he said that the door was so fucking sturdy that it made Helm's Deep look like a sandcastle.
Oh my God.
He said when he hit the door, immediately all the life in his body went out. He went completely limp, fell on the ground like a fucking rag doll, and he said immediately got lightheaded.
Shit. See,
And
that's
he's-
embarrassing.
He's looking up at his team and his squad, and his squad leader just completely defeated.
bad.
Just quietly shakes his head in disappointment.
He's about to pass out. And he looks up at his squad leader. His squad leader's looking down at him in disappointment, shakes his head, reaches forward, and turns the handle and opens the door.
Yes. Yes. And that was the guy with the Punisher tattoo on
Yes.
his balloon knot?
Yes,
You got one on the old cinnamon disc. You're a pretty big badass.
So Mikey's laying there like a limp fucking dead fish on the ground. Everybody else goes in, clears the house, and they come back out. They're like, "What the fuck was that, man?"
I imagine they just like walk all over him, right? Like,
they step right over top
on
of him
as they're going in, and he's just laying there in a pile. Never
not
gets
miss a
up the
beat.
whole time.
Yeah,
That's fucking embarrassing.
I know.
I bet you he never heard the end of that one.
Oh no, absolutely not. He was definitely the butt of many jokes because of this.
Hell yeah.
Well, thanks for sharing that, Mikey the Kid. That's awesome. I love that.
So they just start calling him Kangaroo Carl after that. Or something?
Holy shit.
Don't be afraid to use a doorknob. Hey, thanks for checking out the Cammo Comedy Show Podcast. If you like what we're doing here and you want to participate in this community, there are many different ways you can contribute.
First and foremost, tell someone about the show. Word of mouth advertising is very powerful, and we really appreciate you helping us out.
If you have any funny military stories of your own, or know somebody who does, with their permission, of course, you can contribute those stories via email at stories@cammocomedy.com. That's stories, STORIES, at CAMMOCOMEDY.com. And if you're not too good at the internets, drop us a voicemail at area code 531-222-6146. That's area code 531-222-6146.
Yeah, and if you want to interact with us throughout the week, hit me up on my socials, Facebook and Instagram. Just look up !Cheeks.
We have a lot of big plans for this show. In building this community to support veterans, we will announce here soon. So stay tuned. All right. I'm going to go enjoy a nice pasta salad with a little mayonnaise later.
Okay, first of all, mayonnaise?
Why do you always have a problem with the way I talk?
There's a way you're supposed to say the word, Aaron.
Mayonnaise?
That's not it.
Panaz.
That's not fucking it, Aaron. That's not.
Also joining us today is the funny... Fuck me.
You're doing great.
I'll take that again.
Have you seen the video of the sloth on the construction site, and they go to pick him up, and he holds onto the shovel? No. All right. Well, this sloth is like holding onto the shovel, and they go to pick up the sloth and move him away, and they start voiceovering in Arnold Schwarzenegger's voice. He's like, "Oh, look, I'm Harry Potter." He's holding onto it with one hand. It's funny.
See, this is why you're a fudgy polyp.
Why was the sloth at a construction
I
site?
don't fucking know.
Was he getting paid?
It's helping out.
Pete is going to be pissed about this.
He was the worker. It was government work. He was the supervisor.
Cheeks.
We haven't seen you for weeks, and you look tan, and I assumed it was because you're on vacation, but now I'm thinking it's just gout. So yeah, do with that what you will.
My toe hurts.
Yeah, Cheeks looks tan because of his vacation. I heard that he was an assistant for Bonnie Blue when she was having sex with over 1,000 men in one 24-hour period. They need a lot of jizz moppers.
I was going to say fluffer, but that.
Fluffers, jizz moppers, all that kind of stuff.
Before and after care, if you will.
When you're good at what you do, you got to get paid for it.
Exactly. Why would you do it for free?
It's not going to suck itself. Right?
He's part of the deck department, if you will.
I'm a ball bearing observer.
Nice.
I think she was bearing all the balls.
I think so.
You were just observing.
Yes.